Thank you very much, Bulumenaka, to dignitaries, excellencies who are here today, Ambassador Extraordinary Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Republic of Fiji, Excellency Michi Rokushiro, Director for Cabinet, Digital Reconstruction, Foreign Affairs and ODA Budget. As you mentioned, Mr. Chesaya Matsumoto. Thank you for being with us today. We as a government fully appreciate your presence. And of course the other dignitaries, President Rep JICA Fiji Office, Mr. Satoshi Wakasungi. Forgive me if I pronounce it maybe wrongly for some of you. And Director General of Treasury, Finance and Accounting Department, JICA Headquarters. Some are not mentioned here. I welcome you to our country, Fiji. We are very pleased to have you here, and senior government officials who are here, members of the media, also our staff, ladies and gentlemen. We gather with great pride and joy to commemorate a significant milestone in our journey towards progress and development. The Pacific region, including Fiji, is vulnerable to climate change, as you understand, and at high risk of disasters. There is a need to strengthen disaster prevention and early warning systems in Fiji and in the Pacific region. This is to reduce disaster risk and enhance disaster response capabilities. Even though you may have noticed this year and late last year, we haven't been hit by a major cyclone. There have been 2 or 3. Some have been weather systems passing through, so we are fortunate in the 2024-2025 cyclone season. We still have a few weeks left, I think 1 or 2 weeks, and but this assistance definitely, as already mentioned, will improve our capabilities. We would like to express our gratitude towards the government of Japan for the great assistance and support in this Met and regional national disaster sectors, and in the setting up of this 27 million Fijian dollars. Is that correct? Eh? So this, so that's quite a substantial assistance, not only to the Fiji government but also to the Pacific region, in terms of improving Met services and disaster risk reduction. I understand that it will be a double-story building. I was just looking at it behind me, to host the Regional Training Center and Awareness on the first floor, and Regional Instrument Center on the ground floor. The Pacific Meteorological Council has recommended Fiji to host these 2 regional centers, and given the inadequate infrastructure facilities currently and in other Pacific countries. The government of Japan through JICA office have stepped in to assist, and I've been told that the construction project is earmarked to start later this year. The contractors and subcontractors will be from Japan and also from within Fiji, and of course that will be an opportunity too for learning, not only for our local contractors but also for our staff. The Japan-based engineers engage local engineers. The name is mentioned here. I'm not sure whether it's appropriate to say it here in for the local requirement assistance. I would like to thank all concerned for the work being done, especially by the steering committee, which includes key government agencies, including the government of Japan, through the JICA office staff, in facilitating the necessary documentation requirements that allows us to be here today and to reach this stage of the project. There are some important commitments that the government of Fiji have to take into account, and that includes the budgetary commitment of $600,000 in our ministry to support the important part in planning and preliminary works, site clearance and realignment of infrastructure such as power lines. In addition, the government of Fiji will also have to provide partnering assistance, which includes customs concessions, VAT facilitation, recurring costs of maintenance, and human resources. for the operations. In terms of addressing climate change, the building will also incorporate some green principle concepts, which include solar-generated power, which we will probably see in the details today. And it will also be used for hosting local and international meetings and conferences. These and other issues will be further discussed with the Ministry of Finance. And of course, the project will complement Fiji as a hub and a regional center, and also as the main center for the World Meteorological Organization, and others who will also inject funding in terms of related projects. Before I conclude, I would like to thank His Excellency, the Ambassador, for sharing with us. I note that he had mentioned the evolution of development cooperation, where at this stage a new initiative, Cooperation for Common Agenda Initiative. You mentioned the Japanese name. So Fiji as a nation will be the first beneficiary, and I'd like to, at this point in time, express the Fiji government's appreciation, Honorable Prime Minister and the Cabinet, for that, and a very important initiative moving forward, and we look forward to further cooperation with the government of Japan in that regard. But as a government, it's very, very critical in any development cooperation, including with the government of Japan, and I'd like to reiterate here our responsibilities as a government in terms of effective project management, which is basically to have a good concept plan, full proposal which is realistic, achievable, based on reliable data, which is what this project is about. And of course, as a government, we emphasize the accurate budgeting, tenders, contracts, and of course the compliance, audit, and monitoring which follows that. And one of the important, I suppose, follow-up as a government we should be doing is the impact analysis, which would be identified in the project proposal, but at times which are probably lacking. After a project, how do we analyze the effectiveness and impact of that project? So that is something that we undertake moving forward, not only as a ministry, but also as a government. And the other elements in terms of the development partner and beneficiary relationship is the technology transfer. And we look forward to, of course, learning from Japan in terms of the advanced technologies, capacity building, equipping our med staff with the latest in terms of skills, and as I already mentioned, reliable data and forecasting. You mentioned the utilization of the satellite, and of course communications during disasters. And as you mentioned, what happened in Tonga, where a lot of the communications was cut off. The last part, I suppose I would mention, is the development in artificial intelligence, and that is an element we look forward to working closely with the government of Japan in analyzing and assessing how best we can utilize that moving forward, especially in terms of, I suppose, what AI would be suitable for a developing countries such as Fiji, rather than just accepting AI as a wholesome solution. We need to really assess how it will benefit, and maybe some of the detriments to our country, given for us as a developing, small island developing state. So with those comments, I thank the government of Japan and the people of Japan again today.
The Honorable Lord Filipe Tuisawau, Minister for Public Works, Meteorological Services and Transport. Mr. sorry, Ms. Tanga Raje, Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Paula Valeire Bauca, Permanent Secretary for Ministry of Public Works, Meteorological Services, Mr. Misaeli Funaki, Director for Fiji Meteorological Services, and your colleagues, Mr. Matsumoto, Director, Budget Bureau, Ministry of Finance, Mr. Sugawara, Director, Accounting Office, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan, Mr. Wakasugi, JICA representative here, and member of the ministry staffs over here, government officials, member of media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Gurabinaka, namaste, and good morning, ohayo gozaimasu in Japanese to you all. First, I'd like to begin by expressing my sincere appreciation to the Honorable Minister Tuisawau and your staff members of the ministry for hosting this ceremony and for the warm welcome accorded to us. I'm so grateful. And thank you very much for indeed arranging such a wonderful weather. But no doubt, Minister is responsible for meteorological services, so we now understand you can control the weather as well. And thank you very much. Already. Yes, thank you. And on behalf of the people and the government of Japan, it's a great honor to be here for the exchange of notes and grant agreement signing ceremony for this project called for development of regional centers for the improvement of meteorological services and disaster risk reduction in the Pacific Island. This ceremony is particularly significant because it highlights an important evolution in our development cooperation framework. This project is being implemented under Japanese new assistance policy, which we call the Co-Creation for Common Agenda Initiative. In Japanese, it's called offer type. It's still in English, but thank you very much, MC, for being aware of this new program. I'm particularly excited to announce that Fiji is actually the first nation in the Pacific region which is going to receive this new type of grant aid. This highlights Japan's recognition of Fiji's central role as a hub and leader in the region, particularly in its proactive engagement in confronting the pressing issues of climate change and disaster risk reduction. Natural disasters continue to pose significant risks to the livelihood and well-being of Pacific communities, and Japan remains committed to supporting efforts to enhance disaster prevention and early warning systems. This project, with a total funding commitment of 1,739 billion yen, which is approximately 11.6 million US dollars, represent a significant investment towards this commitment. Disaster preparedness is not merely about responding to emergencies. It is about building whole resilient systems that can anticipate, mitigate, and respond effectively to threats. Japan, as you know, we also suffer from all sorts of natural disasters, typhoons, earthquakes, tsunamis, and with its own history of effort to overcome these natural disasters, we have also long recognized the importance of investing in early warning technologies, capacity building, and resilient infrastructure. Our commitment extends beyond immediate relief efforts. It's a long-term partnership aimed at sustainable disaster reduction. Specifically, this project is designed to achieve the following key objectives. 1. to enhance the capacity of Fiji Meteorological Services to serve as a pivotal regional hub for meteorological services through the provision of essential facilities and equipment. Second, to strengthen meteorological observation capabilities across Pacific Island countries through targeted human resource development and training programs. This is in collaboration with a Japanese meteorological agency, JMA, to improve the infrastructure and capacity for receiving and processing data from meteorological satellites, such as Himawari satellite, which is a Japanese satellite, thereby enabling more effective monitoring and analysis of cyclones and other weather phenomena. Fourth, to elevate the FMS to a regional center of excellence for cyclone forecasting. This includes human resource development for cyclone forecasting and analysis, as well as storm surge and wave forecasting. Finally, to advance the effectiveness of early warning systems throughout Fiji and the wider Pacific region. This includes the strategic utilization of technologies such as quasi-zenith satellite, which we've been operating. I'm glad to note that these efforts are closely aligned with the Pacific Climate Resilience Initiative announced by the Government of Japan at the PALM 10 Summit meeting, as was mentioned by the MC last year. By strengthening regional collaboration, Japan aims to ensure that Fiji and its Pacific neighbors are well prepared to confront the challenges posed by climate change and natural disasters. As we move forward, we recognize the importance of collaboration with all stakeholders, government agencies, regional organizations, and development partners. The challenges posed by the climate change and natural disaster require a united effort, and Japan is honored to stand alongside Fiji and the Pacific region in this mission. This particular new meteorological center, we have built original one in 1996, and it's not providing a facility. We provided equipment, and it's ongoing. And every year we send JICA send experts, and JICA organize training courses in Japan. So this is a model sort of assistance package we can offer. And we are so delighted to note that with the effort of Fiji government and in collaboration with us, this FMS is now a certified observation center under World Climate Organization. So the data collected here is taken as reliable information and shared internationally. So this is becoming a regional hub. And a couple of years ago, there was a volcano eruption in Tonga, and the Tonga's observation post naturally ceased to function because of that. What we heard is that the experts actually utilized the data obtained from this Fiji center and calculating into the distance between Tonga and Fiji, and were able to establish exactly what time a volcano erupted. So this is sort of one example. This new center is functioning, and we are so delighted that we are now going to enhance this facility with new capability, a new facility, and also new lecture rooms and facilities for workshops for region-wide. Our hope is, we hope during the process of materializing this project, I heard that there is a plan to place what we call cyclone simulator in the entrance lobby, so that the student in Fiji can come to visit here and work on this machine and to learn how actually cyclone is formed, and we hope this facility will also provide a sort of opportunity for young generation to get motivated and to gain understanding that nature of the challenges. And besides, we understand we are going to see how it would look like afterwards, but we hope we'd like to make it really a contemporary, modern design, new building, which would become a new landmark in Nandi, Fiji. Now, today's signing ceremony is, as I said, a significant milestone, and but it's just a starting point of a crucial journey. I'm sure that this new center would leverage this project to become a even enhanced world-class meteorological center for the region. And we are so delighted that we are part of this program. Now, I would like to conclude with my sincere wish that this project will not only enhance this capability for Fiji Meteorological Service Center, but also we hope this will further enhance our friendship between people of Fiji and Japan. Thank you very much. Vinaka Bakarev, Danya Bar, and ありがとうございます。